Hi everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Video Game Dad.
I'm dressed like a cat today.
And she is dressed like a cat today. Once upon a time, there were only two console makers. Every household was a Sega house or a Nintendo house. Now, some of us were lucky enough to have both. Nintendo managed to hold on to the edge for most of that cycle, but in 1989, Sega took a huge step forward with the Genesis, or the Mega Drive as it was known literally everywhere else. Things went pretty well for them, but they still needed a flagship character. They needed their Mario. So naturally, they came up with the antithesis to Mario's family-friendly charm, a character with so much attitude, it kinda made you feel sick. Today, we're going to have a look at the game that made him a household name.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2!
That's right. Let's find out if Genesis really did what Nintendo don't. Sega! That classic jingle, you know what it's time for, kids. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. He's the fastest thing around. And he's got his cute little fox buddy Tails, who's actually kinda gross if you think about it, cause he's got two tails and that's really weird. I'm really excited to play Sonic the Hedgehog, and we're playing together. So yeah, dang it. Off to a great start, of course, you know. Like you do when we're playing VG Dad. Look, there you're flying in. So yeah, we're doing co-op mode, which is cool because we haven't done that since Snake Rattle and Roll, and that did not go as well because, well, we gotta run across the water before the shark gets us. Get out! Jump! Jump! Oh, he's gonna get you! Uh-oh, I think the shark just ate you. Jump! He's gonna get you again! Jump, jump, jump! We were one of the families that was actually lucky enough to have both a Sega Genesis and a Super Nintendo growing up. And so... Yeah, I know. And here you come. What, honey? What'd you say? Why don't you catch up with me? Where's Tails? I need my buddy Tails! Where are you at, Tails? So yeah, this is kind of the yep. This is kind of the classic younger sibling / younger kid playing together kind of game, because
I'm Nathan's younger kid.
You are my younger.
50.
I am not 50. I'm 30. You punk! Don't tell people I'm 50. How rude. If you think I'm 50, how the heck old do you think Grammy is?
5.
You think she's 5? Well, that stands up to scrutiny. I mean, Tails can help, but he's not necessary to the cause. So, you know, he's there being a bro. Tails is a great bro. Yeah, we can watch Adventure Time after we're done recording, okay? No, there's not time for that, because you're gonna have to go to bed. We gotta continue! No, we gotta continue. Continue means if we lose all our lives, we get to start over, but from the stage we were on. Get the ring, Sonic. So yeah, like I was saying, we had a Super Nintendo and a Sega Genesis when I was a kid. And as it happened, I was actually more into the Genesis than my brother was, so it ended up getting put in my room, and he got the Super Nintendo. And you know, I brought up this story before that I think I have, that he had the Super Nintendo in his room and it was just kind of like, he made a couple of kind of jerky decisions. You know, I harbor no ill will. It was, you know, it was older brother stuff. It's the kind of thing that happened. But basically, you know, he traded a few of my games and gave a couple away, and it was just like, I was not amused, but like basically his justification was that the Super Nintendo was in his room, so you know, he got to decide what happened to it. But anyway, I had the Genesis in my room, so I kind of ended up just latching on to Sonic more than I did any of the Nintendo franchises. And that's also part of why... Okay, we're gonna give this bonus stage a shot, see if we can get a Chaos Emerald. Chaos! So yeah, I kind of just... That's why I missed out on a lot of, like, of the more third-party Nintendo games, just because, like, I had the Genesis in my room, so it was like, well, I gotta give my props to my boy Sega. Get Sonic on the cards. Man, you're helping me out really good. You got 3 rings for me. Watch out for those black things, because they'll blow you up and make you lose rings. You don't want that to happen. Because if we lose rings, then we don't get to get a Chaos Emerald. We gotta get 100 by the end of the stage? Maybe 120? 140. Okay, wow, I was way off. So yeah, I mean, this is the...
Turns into one of those.
Yeah. This is kind of like Sega's quasi 3D looking thing. I mean, all things considered, it looks okay. It's still very, like... It's very apparent that it's just like 2D sprites rendered to look 3D. But it looks okay. We got a Chaos Emerald! Yeah, time for chaos! I liked the kind of 90s attitude situation he had going on. Oh, what are you doing, you crazy kid? Why don't you come kill this guy for me? No! Okay. Boop. Those guys always give me trouble. Or they used to anyway. Just because they're a little unpredictable with their coconut throwing. Like, there's a pattern, but they're a little bit unpredictable. And when, you know, you're 7, you don't really learn to understand patterns.
Do.
What?
Do. I'm a silly kid.
You are a silly kid. But that's why we're playing games together, because I think you're fun to play games with.
I ate a lollipop.
She did. I found a lollipop that she ate. It wasn't like a super nasty old lollipop. It was like something I got from a restaurant a couple weeks ago. So, you know, we've kept lollipops around longer than that, and the kids have eaten them. Don't judge me. I see you judging me there, comment section.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Don't bother Dad.
Yeah, don't bother Daddy. Alright, we're gonna take on our first boss. We're gonna take on Dr. Robotnik. Or Eggman, as he's known in the Japanese version and later games. Oops. Hey, you got a hit for me. Look out! He's getting you! Oh, you're doing fine. Alright, come on over here. Free the animals! Free the animals for me! Come free the animals! Come on, do it! Yay! Look at that, we freed all the little squirrels and birds. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the crux of this game, is that you're rescuing your little forest friends. I mean, being that this was the 16-bit era, there was not a lot of heavy story, and like a lot of it's just implied or it's in the instruction booklet. It's just like, Dr. Robotnik captured some animals. Go save them because you're a talking hedgehog with attitude.
Recruit a team of teenagers with attitudes.
Any hoozle. You think it's a talking squirrel? No, I don't think so. So yeah, like I was saying about this this game before, like the nice thing is that you can do the 2-player co-op, but it's kind of drop in, drop out. Like if the second player is more passive, the computer just takes over and does some work, which honestly you're probably going to see about 50-50 of Allison actually controlling versus the computer taking over. But you know, that's fine, because it looks like she's having fun. Alright, let's get these dudes.
You can do it for me.
Ah, I got him. Don't worry, you're just gonna chase me. Come on! She's trying real hard, guys. She's waving the controller around, but this isn't a Wii. That's some frantic waving. I wish we had a face cam so you guys could see that. It was pretty hilarious. And then we get crazy bananas speed, because, you know, why not? Because Sonic's the fastest guy around. Too cool. I don't know, I think that's probably part of why Sonic appealed to me, just because he's got the 90s attitude. Like that was kind of his thing. So what do you think of this game so far? It's pretty crazy fast, isn't it? No? You think it's really slow? It's actually funny that you say that, because there's a...
I've seen a commercial of it.
You have? Yeah, that's probably true. Because it's on Cartoon Network, I think. Whatever, I think it's Sonic Boom is on Cartoon Network, I'm not sure. I don't know. Future Nathan, put up an annotation! I went through a phase where I was just like hugely obsessed with Sonic. I drew a lot of pictures. I was a very creative kid.
I am now.
You are a creative kid. You get that from me and Mommy. But I drew a lot of pictures of me as Sonic, me being best friends with Sonic. One I distinctly remember is, I came up with like this whole lore. This sounds absolutely ridiculous, like knowing how the Sonic fan community is now, but I'll admit it, I was kind of that kid too, so you know, whatever. Like I had this whole story where like I got sucked into the TV and then my body combined with Sonic and then I got Sonic's powers. I was just like, I was still Nathan, but I was like the fastest Nathan around. And I very distinctly remember a picture that I drew of like our family sitting on the couch and Sonic the Hedgehog's on the TV and I'm blasting out of the TV with crazy spinny legs going, whoa, I'm too cool, way too fast. And then my dad going, whoa, is that Nathan? I don't know. I wish I could find those pictures. I'm sure I don't have them. Like, I know I don't have them here, and there's no way I can get them in time to put them up with the episode, but I promise you, whatever you're imagining, it's like 100 times more ridiculous. Oh, look out! You gotta jump over those, hon. You don't actually have to get the Chaos Emeralds to get... Like, there's no good or bad ending. It's basically just you get Supersonic, and it makes the game... it turns on easy mode. Whereas with all the other ones, you actually get a harder boss. Ah, crap. I trapped myself down here. You'll actually, like, if you collect all the Chaos Emeralds, you'll get a harder boss and an extra stage, and, you know, it actually adds incentive to get the Chaos Emeralds beyond just, you know, super insane easy mode. I never collect the Chaos Emeralds because pretty much after the third bonus stage is when I am just awful at them. So I've never had much incentive, like...
Hey, you're doing stuff for me.
No, I'm not. The computer took over.
Why?
Because if you don't push me in, if you don't have any input, the computer just takes over. You gotta use this button. And the jump buttons. Yeah, the computer's gonna take over for you a lot, babe, because Sonic is way too fast, too slow. Bleh. I don't think I've ever gotten all of the Chaos Emeralds in any Sonic game. Like, pretty much the only ones I played...
Is this one?
Yeah, this one. The only ones I played extensively were this one and Sonic and Knuckles, and then my neighbor, he was... I don't know, he was my best friend at the time, and so, like, he had Sonic 3, and I had Sonic Knuckles, so like I would go over to his house a lot, or he'd come over to my house, and we would, you know, we'd put the cartridges together and we'd play the whole game as it was intended. He was way, way better about getting like all the... He was just generally better at games than me. I'm a filthy casual.
Kaylee, do you know my sister Kaylee? She yells a lot.
Yeah, they know her by reputation. But anyway,
You don't see her. You
oh crap,
have
oh crap.
to come here.
No, they're not gonna come here. They might see her someday, eventually. I don't know, we'll see.
Maybe you come to their...
Maybe if we come to their house? I don't know, I haven't gotten the invitation. Are you guys gonna invite me to your house? We're gonna play games together? I don't know what you guys are waiting for. Aquatic Ruin Zone, probably the worst stage in the
I
game.
bumped it.
Don't do that.
Bump.
Seriously, don't. Wow, dadgummit.
What happened?
I got blasted by an arrow. That was rude. Freaking arrow skull.
And I
Man.
got your rings.
You might have, but we share rings, so if you get them, they go to me anyway. Because Tails is immortal. Tails is a Highlander. I don't know, maybe not. I keep I'm sorry that I keep forgetting what I'm trying to say, but if you've been watching the show for long enough, you know exactly that this is my commentary
I found
style.
Mommy's bracelet.
Yeah, that is Mommy's bracelet. This is just my commentary style. I'll start saying something and then I'll get distracted and completely forget. Oh yeah, I was just talking about the fact that pretty much any game after the main Sega Genesis ones, and even I'm willing to extend it.
I have a new look.
You have a new look?
A little bit.
Yeah. Basically, the 2D Sonics are the only good ones, and if you disagree with me, I will fight you. Because seriously, like, have you played Sonic Adventure lately? it does not hold up as well as you remember. It's kind of bad. And this is just, you know, it's simple platforming craziness. Running around and jumping on things and doing cool stuff. And having attitude. Too cool. Yeah, Sonic Adventure, like, I don't know, it's not the worst game in the world, but it's still pretty bad. Like, just listen to the dialogue. Like, if you've not played that game in a while, listen to the dialogue and you'll remember exactly how goofy it is and how it's kinda really broken.
Before.
Yeah, you haven't played it before. Oh crap, and we're drowning. Oh, I need bubbles. Oh, I need bubbles. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I'm having so... okay. Oh, that is the most anxiety-ridden... like, that sound still gives me nightmares. I'm not gonna lie. I wake up in a cold sweat because I hear that tone. Bump, 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 bump. I feel like I'm drowning. Oh god, I need more bubbles! That's basically, like, that's the most anxiety, like, I've ever felt as a child, is drowning in a Sonic game. I think, like, people are more ardently defenders of Sonic Adventure 2, and admittedly, it probably is...
Not a real game.
It's not a real game? Did I make this up? Oh. Boy, I certainly am creative. Why do I not have way more money if I just invented this? Why are we living in a crummy 2-bedroom apartment? Anyway, Sonic Adventure 2, like, people make more arguments for that one over Sonic Adventure 1, I think, but it's still kind of bad, guys. Yep, you buy video games. Ah, crud. I always thought it was cool that... Yeah.
And send it to the computer.
So, is my brain plugged into the computer and that's how we're watching me play this game? This game doesn't actually exist? We're just having a collective fever dream? I don't know what to make of that. I always thought it was kind of cool in this game that Robotnik had a bunch of different forms. Like, each boss is unique, but it's still the same basic thing. We're gonna go ahead, we're at our time limit. I think that's a pretty good place to stop. I didn't die a single time, which is something that... Okay. I didn't die a single time, which is something that I really can't say about any game. I can't remember the last time I played a game and I didn't die, but... I mean, let's be real, Sonic is kind of an easy game. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this evening, and we'll see you guys in the Inslate. Bye! Alright, so after a little bit of time with Sonic the Hedgehog 2, what did you think?
Meow.
Okay, and what did you like about it?
Meow.
And what did you not like?
Meow.
Okay, and what kind of rating do you want to give to this game?
Meow. Meow.
Meow meow, sounds perfect. When I was younger, I tended to favor Sega more by virtue of circumstance, so naturally I do have a bit of a bias here, but I still feel like this game holds up reasonably well. Sonic took an unfortunate path when the game started to focus too heavily on speed, when the original games were clearly about skill and platforming. This is also before the music became completely insufferable. The Genesis didn't have the same quality sound processors as the SNES, but some composers really knew how to harness what they had to give catchy, memorable tunes without it sounding like a garbage compactor. The game itself is easy enough that the little ones shouldn't have too much trouble, but the addition of Tails makes this a great one to play with them simultaneously, as long as they don't mind having less priority. It's a classic little brother game and well worth revisiting if you haven't already. That is all the time that we have for today, guys. As always, if you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give us a like and a comment down below, and of course,
Meow.
I'm pretty sure that that means subscribe, so be sure to hit that subscribe button for more content that's too cool.
Meow.
Meow! We'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep playing.